everybody, so this is a highly requested video. You guys have come to really like my Books with Bree series, so a lot of you are curious as to how big my book collection is and how I store my books and how they're organized, or if they're organized, or if it's just stacked in piles, and how my books are and what kind of books I have and all this good stuff. So this is a video that I've pieced together. As you can see, there's going to be an old clip and a newer clip. The older clip is because a lot of the books that I am showing you are going into storage, so they're now obviously in storage. It was back from in the summertime last year. So all those books, I mean, they were more like my childhood books and whatever. I explained in the video clip, so you'll see. So those are a little bit of a tour of my books, and then I just finished the final end half of this thing. Obviously my book collection is always growing, but basically this is my book collection as of now. I've also read a ton of books from the library and whatnot as a child in school and all this stuff. So I mean, this isn't limited to these books, but this is what I have and what I own. And yes, I'm wearing a Death Eaters shirt. This is my all-time favorite Harry Potter shirt ever. Like, love it so much. Like I said, I'm a dork, so that's just the way things are gonna be. I figured it's okay to wear this shirt in this video, but yeah. So yeah, a lot of you guys wanted to see this. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know it's been highly requested, so hopefully you guys will like the way that this is filmed and enjoy seeing all the books that I've read and have and whatnot. So yeah, I have a lot of books and I'm a huge book nerd, so I can't help it. I don't know, if you guys are watching this, you guys are as well, so you kind of get where I'm coming from. But without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it, and you guys can see all the clips of my book tour and all the books I have and whatnot. So yay! I hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe for more. Books with Bree comes out every Wednesday. Anyways, I'm just rambling right now. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay beautiful. Bye. So as disorganized as this is, these are some of my more childhood books, and then just extra storage and stuff. So I have an extra copy of Eclipse there somehow. I have no idea why. This is a really good book. I don't even remember reading that. Don't remember that book. This is a really good book. Don't really remember those. This is a Harry Potter book. This is a really good series. This is an amazing book. Really, really good book. These are okay. Pretty Little Liars books. I've read the other ones, like pretty much all of them except for the newer ones that have come out since the TV show. I just don't have them because I've borrowed them from people. The A-List, I started it but never really got into it, but I do really like it. My old Harry Potter books, Beetle and the Bard. This is just like a random book here, like a light read. This is a really old book from my grandma that she gave me about Marilyn Monroe. It's a journal. My old Harry Potter guy. Some random magazines. Down here I have original copies of V.C. Andrews' first books that she's ever written, which is Garden of Shadows, Petals in the Wind, the Dull and Danger series, which is really good. I have the new copies of these that have been republished, but these are ones I found at thrift stores for like really cheap that are old publishings. More V.C. Andrews, V.C. Andrews. Another Harry Potter book that's just a different print. This random book that I have no idea where it came from. All the series of Unfortunate Event books, which are really good. I started them when I was like in grade 6 or 7, and I've read them up until the last one was published. I have almost all the Heartland books. The ones that aren't there, I read at libraries. The Misty box set, which is a horse lover series, like you have to read it, like an original from back in the day kind of trilogy, or there's 4 of them. Saga. This book is really good. Oh my god, the Twitches books are fantastic. I actually like am obsessed with the Twitches books. I only ever read up to 8 here. And I read these all back in elementary school. The Avalon books are like really good like elementary reads, and I only ever read up to 6. Of course, all the ones that aren't here, again, I read at the library, at my elementary school library back in the day. This is The Kite Runner, which I read in grade 8 or 9, I think, for like a school project thing. Pride and Prejudice. This is some original, this is Princess and the Goblin. That's like an original copy from a million years ago, passed down. This is also a book that's been passed down. Polly French, Little Women, bunch of teenage soul chicken soup books. And then some, this is the Little Prince in English. I've also read it in French. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory original. This is, I think, Angels and Demons, or one of those books. Up here are more thrift store books. random, like, more romance books, and then this is a random death rounds. I don't know, this was really cool, kind of like medical drama. Up here I have Princess Diaries books from, again, back in elementary school. These Sister of the Traveling Pants, and then these random books here. These are the Island and the Everest trilogies, and they're actually really good. Again, back from elementary school. I used to go to the book fairs and go crazy. Woo! Oh, I guess that's what that book is. The Da Vinci Code is the one that's covered in that thing. Oh, I have The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe up there too. These are all from like book fairs. So The Ear, the Eye, and the Arm, The City of Ember, and then these are all, this is a vampire book, like an old one from a thrift store again. And then Kit Pearson's Awakened Dreaming, which is actually a really, really good book. Also from a book fair thing. Dracula and Frankenstein from high school, and then A Little Princess, which is from elementary school as well. So all these like scholastic books are all from my book fairs. So that's everything down there. And up here, so this is from my old bookshelf. It's now going to be packed away. Okay, so I keep pretty much all my books, other than the ones that are in storage now, which you have just seen on the previous clip that I filmed before I put them in storage months ago. But these are the ones that I keep in my room, and after I'm done this video, I'm actually going to be putting more of these in storage in order to make room for more books. So this stack here is a pile of books that I need to read. I know it is huge. It almost goes to the ceiling of my closet, which so do all the books that I have in my collection. This I am about to do a book review of, or it will possibly already be up on my channel when you guys see this one. Not sure which one's going to go up first. But yeah, so I have all of these books to read. Actually, a lot of them were in a book haul that I just realized I did like a year ago when I started Books with Bree. So I still have yet to read them because other books I got more excited about or whatever. So yeah, that's this pile here. These here are textbooks. They're not for my program. They are just ones I found actually at Value Village and got a really good deal on, and they're just kind of in the field. I'm in public relations, but marketing is very similar and very actually really interesting to me. So just for additional reading, I have these here. And then that's just Aria's treat jar. And then these here are my Harry Potter books. So I have one at the end there that is a book about J.K. Rowling that I got for like $2 a long time ago. And then I have my Harry Potter bookends. So you can see there, so Harry and Hedwig. This used to be on a separate shelf, but then when I redid my room, I put them there. Behind them though, I'm going to move and I'll show you the rest of the books there. Okay, so just move the Harry Potter books, and behind them I have Stephanie Meyer's book, The Host, which is actually really good. And then the Twilight books. The Twilight books are actually going to go in storage because I haven't read this since high school and probably will not reread them. I have some, that's a V.C. Andrews book there, and then some of these books here by L.J. Smith, who is a fantastic author. And the Night World books I've been reading for years. They came out actually in the 90s. These are the re-releases. They are amazing, and she spent almost 20 years now writing the final book. There's 3 in each, so that's 9 books. And the 10th one is supposed to be like a huge final big epic battle kind of thing, and it's been almost 20 years, 15 maybe, a really, really long time. She keeps pushing the date back, and I'm really depressed about it. Not literally, but I'm just really like wanting to know what happens. And then she has this book here that's got a couple books in there that are re-releases as well. Okay, so I removed this pile, as you can tell, just so you can get a better overview of all of the books in here. So they're just stacked on top of each other. There's no shelf or anything. That's literally how I went about this. So like I said here, the Stephanie Meyer books, some V.C. Andrews, and then my L.J. Smith books, which are amazing. Then these books here are 2 random ones that I got from Shoppers actually, and I cannot find the third one for the life of me anywhere. Poison Study, Magic Study, the third one is Fire Study. Gotta find that somewhere because I need to finish the trilogy. These are by PC Cast, Alpha May's Choice and Braggott's Quest, which are really good. And then I have Fate and Tattoo, which are about fairies or something. It's a really good series, but I think there's only 2 books. Wings and Illusions Destined is up here, the 3rd one, so that's going to come down here to go into that. And then I have all of my Rochelle Mead books. She's one of my favorite authors. She does the Vampire Academy, so that's the first one. This is literally one, I think I've been reading these since they first came out, so this is a really, really old book. And then there's the Alison Noel books, which are the Evermore series about immortals. It's really good. This series is complete. Really, really good books. I highly recommend that series. So this section is, like I said, my more supernatural book type stuff. That's kind of how I organized this. And then my second shelf, or second row of books, is more chick lit kind of books. And then that's kind of miscellaneous continuation from down here. So I have The Awakening and Summoning, which I don't think I'll continue to read because they're interesting but a little young for me. Unwind, which is a dystopian novel series that I have not continued to read but want to really badly because it's amazing. And they have the Blue Bloods books, which I've kind of died off reading, I guess. I'm not sure. They're really good though. I just feel like she needs to make them in more larger novels. Then I have some Sophie Kinsella and then Lauren Conrad's books, and then I Capture the Castle, which I have had since I was probably 8 years old or something. And then all of my Gossip Girl books, I've read those over the years and literally have been collecting them since I was probably 12. And then I have the It Girl. I didn't really get into that series as much. I did, but I haven't continued with it in a long time. I've kind of stopped reading chick lit. I've just become really obsessed with more supernatural type books, dystopian novels, whatnot. Then I have the Carlisle's spin-off, which I did not really like that much. Then I got into the Alphas, but then I don't know, never saw any more of them or what happened. And then I have all of the Clique books. Well, not all of them because they go on forever again, these little short books. I started reading the Clique books when I was really young. So I think I was in elementary school, maybe 9 or 10 years old or something. So I loved them. I continued through high school. As you can see, the last one that I have is These Boots Are Made for Stalking. They're a good book series, but just a little too young for me. I'm 21 years old now, so a little young for my taste now. Then I have 13 Reasons Why and Before I Fall, which is amazing. Lauren Oliver, love her. And then again, up here are some like random ones. I have the Avalon books here. I'll bring these down. The only reason I have these here because they were in my last section of my books that went into storage, but I kept them because these are the only 2 that I have because I remember I used to take them out at the library. So I have book 4 and 6, but I actually really like this series, and even though it's really young, I mean, you can get them super cheap now, I think, on Amazon. So I just might do that and just buy them just to have them because I really do like these books. They're very good children's books. Delirium Pandemonium books, Destined, Summer in the City, and then the Carrie Diaries up here. I have 3 of these A-list books that I got a package like of the 3, and then I never finished reading the series or got into it. The first or second Vampire Diaries couple things, I had used the first one, I think, or the second. That's either 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, but whatever the opposite was, my friend and I switched books. We just bought them and then swapped. By the original author, there's a whole bunch of crap about the new ghostwriter that's doing it, and they're no good anymore. And then there's Swoon, which I haven't continued reading. I have my Hunger Games books, Divergent, Insurgent, and then all my Cassandra Clare books. And then I have an old original copy of Twilight up there too. And then I have my Hush Hush book series there, the trilogy. Those are really good. And then the Fallen, Torment, Passion, which is amazing as well, by Lauren Kate. And then in the corner are my Fragile Eternity. Like, this is by, here, I'll pull one out. These are by Melissa Marr. They are fairy books. They are so good and very well written. This is her series here. I think it's done, or there might be one more. But I have all 4 of them. So that is everything in this current book collection. Like I said, a lot of these are now going to go into storage. And then I have a huge pile that I need to finish reading. But again, like I said, I've read a lot of books at libraries. I've read a ton of books from school libraries. My friends and I have switched books and done book exchanges. So I mean, this isn't all the books that these are just the ones that I own, not completely all the books I've read, but yeah, there's just another little overview. And then you can see all the way up, and they're pretty much almost touching the ceiling. So that is my book collection.